I'm Lawrence.
I'm Nick.
And we just saw The Menu. And listen, we definitely gonna tell you what's real today. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. It's gonna be real good. Cause I gotta be honest with you. I'm kind of excited because the ending of the movie was so good. But we gotta start off with the beginning. I'm sorry. This movie is so good to me. I really enjoyed this movie. Basically, in The Menu, you have a lot of high class people that come together. You know what I mean? You got like the best food critic you could find. You got like one of the greatest actors. You got, people who launder money. You got
Married couple that's struggling.
A married couple who's struggling, but they got money too. But they've been to the chefs like 11 times. But don't care anything about the menu and don't know any of the names of the menu. That married couple, the guy, he cheats, marital problems. And then there was a guy who's obsessed with the chef.
He's not the main character, but he comes off as the main character.
Comes off the main character, yeah. Who's obsessed with the chef. And the main character is actually Anna Taylor-Joy. She's a good actress. She kind of reminds me of Emma Stone. And she is a prostitute who is hired to come here because the guy that she's with, he just broke up with his girlfriend.
He was dumb, bro. Like, honestly, if I had just jump straight into what I think, I don't know what the hell I just watched. I liked it, but it just was the most bizarre movie I've seen this year. Like, it's about this main guy. We introduced to him and Margot, and she's replaced. Midway through the movie, it's like, seeming like it's just dinner, and it takes a sharp turn. And they're like, y'all gonna die. And that is where it's like, that's what I liked. But it just, I've never seen a movie where I'm sitting here watching it, and it's just like, is this a joke or they serious? And then even the lady with the husband, she's like in disbelief, like, oh no, that's not the husband, she's with the editor. They have a lady she reviews restaurants, and she's been killing all the restaurants she go to. And even she's like, oh, this is a part of the show. It's not real. Nobody believes it. And it's just like, boom.
I just love all the chaos. The movie has tons of chaos, right? The chef, he's emotional. He's an emotional guy. And I think that's what I can relate to because I'm an emotional guy myself, right? I'm animated or whatnot. He's not animated. He's all about action. And that's what I think I love about him is that he's like, you know what? You've been cheating on your wife. We don't cut off that wedding ring. You don't deserve to be married. We're cutting off your index finger. You're done. And then you go over to the food critic, and it's like, oh, I got something for you too.
Send you that dish.
Yeah, and send you this dish real quick. And you know what? Look at the actor. Told him straight to his face, I don't like your movie. I don't like your face. So guess what? It disgusts me. I'm going to kill you. Straight up.
Like when the Asian lady, she came up to the dude, she said, you will have nothing. You won't be desired. But what exactly she said? She said,
oh, in his ear.
Yeah, she whispered something in his ear. It's pretty much like, you won't get full off what you're eating, and you will eat more than you deserve. That's what she said, pretty much. Paraphrasing. And he was just like, huh? And he starts messing with his friends, like, yo, we got to get out of here. The one tried to pull his car. We're like, do you know who I am? She's like, what? You still won't get bread.
You still ain't get bread. and bring us to that. They work for who owns Hawthorne, owns the Hawthorne, the restaurant, and the island that the menu, the chef, and all his cooks are on. And the chef, because the chef, like I said before, he was coming for everybody. He was like a hitman. He was like, you gonna get it, you gonna get it, you gonna get it.
But he had a soft spot for Margot.
He had a soft spot for Margot because they work in the same industry in a way.
Exactly. And she do play her. At the 3/4 of the movie, we find out that the guy who was like very obsessed with them, he knew everybody there was gonna die, and he still invited her. And I'm wondering if that was like, did he know they was gonna die as like, oh, we're just gonna die, and like, or he didn't take it serious, or he knew like they all was gonna die.
But don't forget how he was treating her too.
Oh,
Calling her a child, telling her to sit down, eat your food. I don't care how much you paying me. I don't care. I'm glad she slapped the shit out of him. I'm glad she slapped him. And I'm glad he got what he got. Tell him what happened to him. Tell him.
No, that was another weird thing. All the workers there did exactly what he wanted him to do. They said, he said, and they all it was hilarious. And they whispered in the dude's ear, pretty much telling him to go kill himself. And he killed himself. I'm like, bro, I would not have killed myself.
The chef had 2 people kill themselves. Remember, one
the
dude
first
popped
one.
him in his mouth.
The first one
Opened
was
his
lit.
mouth.
I thought it was gonna stab him, but the first one, when he blew his head off, that's when the whole movie took a shift because everybody was like,
Oh my God!
bro,
Oh my God!
that was hilarious.
And then what did the food chef say? It's all part of the show. It's all part of the show. It's all part of the menu. It's all part of the menu.
I love how they had the dishes in each of the corners, and they would describe what it was. I'm like, damn, so it felt like it was a restaurant. I mean, I like that shit. It was good. It just was. It wasn't random. It was on purpose, but they didn't explain to us why they all were gonna die. But like,
they were explaining it, but they were explaining it in the movie like,
Right.
oh, this is why you're gonna die. So well, why are we doing this? And they remember they showed them on the tortilla.
yeah, what
Basically,
they did.
what you did.
But everybody does bad things. It's not.
Exactly, but with the chef, he's emotional. He was
Oh, true,
emotional,
yeah.
and that was the thing. Was like he was sick and tired of getting ran over, people taking advantage of him. And that's what you can see.
But he let old girl go.
Why did he let old girl go?
He empathized.
Not only that, but she knew his soft spot.
Yeah,
She
did.
saw he used to work at a cheeseburger joint, employee of the month. This man hasn't probably made a regular cheeseburger in what, 20,
But
25 plus
she
years?
wasn't gonna die because I know he looked at her like, yo, because he asked, we don't know, Tyler. He asked Tyler, he said, why'd you bring her here? Because she wasn't supposed to be there. So I knew she wasn't gonna die just off of that fact because I'm assuming she was innocent. That's how they wanted to play it. Like she was innocent, she didn't do nothing wrong.
I think I knew she was gonna die when she killed old girl.
That was kind of weird. They just had her kill the Asian chick and just.
The Asian chick was the chef's right-hand woman. So she was basically setting everything up for everybody. And she got a little bit jealous of Margot, the main character. And she got a knife and was like, you're not gonna take my place.
And then just.
Gave me the little bit of she got a little soft spot for the chef. Like she wanted to see
I
what's
agree
up.
with you. When she stabbed the assistant chef in the neck, and she's like, "Oh my God!" I'm
Like you didn't know what you did. You know
what
what you did, girl.
So I'm like,
You killed her.
It just, I don't know. If I had to rate it, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna say
It was kind of all over the place. Like the movie was kind of all over the place, but I love like the chaos of the movie, and I
Oh,
love
yeah.
the ending because you know how these endings go, right? So basically, the ending of the movie went like this, right? Margot, right? The chef had a soft spot for her, so he did let her go or whatnot, right? And she's the the protagonist. She's the hero. So I'm thinking, you know what I mean? She gonna come back and save them, right?
No.
I'm thinking she's gonna come back and save them because she gets on the little lifeguard boat,
she eat a hamburger.
and she's eating her hamburger. I'm thinking, okay, she's gonna pull back around and save people. Basically, what happened inside was, go ahead and tell me what happened inside the little restaurant here.
The final dessert was s'mores. And excuse me. Every dessert, every entree, it had a story to it. That was wonderful. When he talked about how his mom was getting choked out, so he stabbed his dad in the thigh. And so his way to create a plate about it was to serve the thigh with a scissor. That was brilliant. But at the end, created s'mores, and they put everybody in
Marshmallows.
There we go, marshmallows. Chocolate hat,
Yes, word up.
graham crackers everywhere.
Y'all know how delicious that is.
And the main chef takes a cold, which he explained earlier in the movie, he doesn't feel pain. And it's too hot in his hand. So he's just going. He drops it. They all set on fire. The s'mores melt like we're supposed to eat them. And they die. It's just like.
Everybody is just charcoal up. And you got Margot just looking, eating that big, fat cheeseburger, greasy cheeseburger
And she
too.
uses the menu to wipe her mouth.
Uses what irony? Uses the menu to wipe her mouth all off, and that's how the movie ends. She didn't care about any other of those people in there, right?
And she shouldn't.
And you know what? She should, because she wasn't a part of that at all. Now, mind you, I ain't gonna put her out too bad. She did try to call the Coast Guards, and they tried to save everybody
Bro, that
at
was
one point.
hilarious. Because they thinking they saved, he had the gun. He lit the candle, bro. They was sick. I was like, oh, that's pretty sick. I ain't gonna lie. Because they always like, oh, thank God. Oh, it's him. It's that motherfucker. It's
It's
him.
quick as hell.
Oh. That was good. It was a good movie. Okay, there. I can give it a rating because it was funny. It was just bizarre. So honestly, it was entertaining. I give it a 7. I like that. 7.
7 out of 10?
Yeah, 7 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10. I was thoroughly entertained. Like, I was laughing because I'm sick. I ain't gonna sit here and count with y'all. When people die in these movies, I am sick. I'm laughing. I'm not sitting here like.
I loved it when it was
yeah,
suicide. That was probably the best part.
Like I just,
Best part.
it's just stuff that I love like slasher, like horror. I like all that type of stuff, like thrill and chills. Like that's kind of me. I
There
like
was
that.
nothing
type of
thrilling or chilling in it.
stuff. No. For some reason, it says thrill and chills.
That was very misleading. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, where's the thrill and chill? I thought I don't know. I thought it was gonna be something like I didn't watch trailers. I don't watch trailers, so I just go see movies. So I didn't know what to expect, but I knew people wanted that. And I was hoping people wanted that.
Yeah.
That sounds sick, but you get the gist.
Hey, I'm sick. I like those type of movies. Just the movies, though. I ain't ever gonna do nothing like that. But with that being said, y'all, I'm
That's all we
Lawrence.
got. I'm Nick.
And that-
Follow us on Instagram. Yeah, follow us on Instagram. Like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see y'all next week.
And that say was real.